Generated over 10,000 Pooper Scooper leads running Facebook ads, and it still continues to be our #1 channel for getting new customers into our business. But the way we run Facebook ads has actually changed quite a bit over the last 6 months. There's been some updates with the Meta platform. Some things just aren't working as good as they used to. I'm going to break down what those changes are and how you can modify your Facebook ad strategy to continue getting Pooper Scooper customers. Let's get right into it. For those who don't know, my name is William. I'm the president of a multi-7-figure Pooper Scooper business in the Pacific Northwest and the founder of the Poop Scoop Millionaire community on School. Facebook ads is really the thing that took our business to the next level when we were first starting off. It's really what I credit getting our first 1,000 or so recurring customers to. Without Facebook ads, it would have been a much slower growth trajectory if we had to rely on Google and truck wraps and door knocking and some of those other techniques. But because we're able to kind of unlock the Facebook secrets at the time, we're able to skyrocket the growth of our company. And yes, Facebook ads definitely still work. It's still our #1 lead source. I'll go ahead and just put a screenshot for our second location here on the screen so you can see that we're still generating hundreds and hundreds of leads and hundreds of new customers through these Facebook ads. The way that we do that is much different now. Previously, we used to run a lot of engagement ads just because it was the simplest way to advertise. So instead of sending people back to the website, instead of sending people to a lead form, we would literally just go and run these engagement ads, and we would have people essentially just send us a message on Facebook and quote them right there on the platform. This had worked really well for years and years and years. It gave us the cheapest leads. We were able to convert at a fairly high rate. But recently, things are not working the way that they used to. We tested out a different campaign a couple of weeks ago. We're literally having to sort through hundreds of messages to get qualified customers that actually sign up for the services as compared to lead forms or just literally sending people back to the website. Those are now working much better than those engagement ads. So now that these engagement ads aren't as viable as they used to be, you really have two other options when it comes to running Facebook ads for your Pooper Scooper business. That's going to be running a leads campaign either directly to your website or running a leads campaign to a form fill on Facebook. So typically I would only suggest really sending traffic back to your website if you don't really have another option, or if you've invested a lot of money into your website. There's just a lot of things that can go wrong if you're sending people back to the site. It has slow load times, if it has a bad design, if your call to actions aren't set up properly. I mean, if anything along those steps goes wrong, you're going to be losing customers. They're going to be dropping off. So that's why for most people out there, I'm going to suggest that we run these Facebook lead forms. So what that looks like is somebody will click on your ad. Facebook already has their phone number. It already has their email. You'll just ask them a couple questions. How many dogs do they have? What zip code are they in? So you can make sure you service that area. And it will automatically send you a lead. But just getting the lead is actually only the first part. So unlike messaging ads where everything's done right on Facebook, typically when you get a lead, you're going to be following up through an alternative method, whether that's email or text message. And for Pooper Scoopers, I highly recommend that you integrate this with text message. So you're going to want to make sure that they're opted in, that you're following all the applicable laws and regulations, because there are some pretty serious consequences if people don't opt in text messages and you're just sending out a bunch of messages. You can see some pretty big fines if you get caught doing that. So I highly recommend that you just make sure everything's on the up and up. But as soon as that lead form comes in, you're going to want to set up some kind of automation to where they get a text message automatically, either giving them a quote or asking them a question to kind of engage with that prospect. So if I were to do it, what I would do is the lead comes in, I would send a message. Hey, Sally, this is XYZ company. I got your information that you wanted to quote. I just wanted to confirm this is the right number to send it to. Get them to respond back, send them the quote, and then just go through your quoting process and hopefully get them signed up to services. So this is a really good way to go, especially for those that haven't invested a lot of money into the website to make sure that it's operating like at 100% and there's no issues with page load times or design or responsiveness. And it really just totally eliminates that issue from happening and can be extremely streamlined because a lot of us in between yards, we're able to hop on our phone, shoot out text messages, and it could be a really great way to go. It's not what we're doing right now just because we're at a little bit larger scale, but I'll go ahead and walk you through our sales funnel for Facebook ads right now. And if you do have a more advanced website, it could be a good option for you as well. Real quick, before we go into the current Facebook marketing strategy that we're using at Poop Scoop, I just want to let everybody know that I went through and I redid the Facebook ads marketing course within the Poop Scoop Millionaire. Previously, it was really focused around running those engagement ads just because they were so simple to set up. But now that they aren't working quite as well, I've also added full walkthroughs on how to set up lead campaigns, how to set up those forms, as well as how to set up these custom conversion campaigns that I'm going to talk about right now. So the way that we run our Facebook ads now is by using a custom conversion action and sending traffic directly to our website. The way that it works is people will go in, they'll hit the instant quote button, they'll give us their phone number, they'll opt in through our marketing, and then if they want to sign up, they can just go through the process, enter their credit card, sign up directly for services. And every time that happens, it gets counted as a custom conversion, and we'll know which ads are working. And it's like literally, as you spend X amount of money, you get Y customer as it can possibly be in the pooper scooper industry. So we really like using this method because it cuts down drastically on our office admin time, because we're not having to follow up. We're not having to send a bunch of messages back and forth. People literally just onboard themselves, and then we just simply schedule them from there. So this is totally great. But again, the only reason we're actually able to execute this at a high level right now is because of how much investment we actually put into our website with custom photography, custom videos, custom graphics, making sure everything loads as quickly as possible, making sure the call to actions are set up correctly, just making sure it's an actual seamless experience for the potential customers coming in to the website. The other thing that we like about this is we're kind of double dipping a little bit as well. So similar to the lead forms, we're able to collect people's phone numbers and we market to them. We're also able to collect people's phone numbers. And not only do we put them all on a text message marketing trip, we also have a full-time sales team that reaches out to anybody that gets a quote online. We will be calling them within minutes if they don't sign up, and helping them walk through the process to making the decision if our company and our service is going to be right for them or not. And this has absolutely been crushing it. This is going to be one of our best years, one of our most efficient years. And I couldn't be happier with the results. So when it comes to these ads, there's really a lot more that goes into it other than setting up the campaign structure. But honestly, that's probably the number one most important thing that you get right, whether you're using engagement ads or lead ads or sending people back to the website. If your conversion actions aren't set up correctly, it doesn't really matter how good your creative is, it doesn't really matter how good your targeting is, they're not going to perform well. So if you want the full walkthrough, you can check that out at the Poop Scoop Millionaire community. And for everybody else, I do have a video that you definitely want to check out. And it's something that I guarantee that your pooper scooper business will fail if you don't do this one thing. So totally free right here on YouTube. Go ahead, click it, check it out. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a great day and happy scooping.